Two legendary drivers in this area, ready to lead this field to green the next time by. Justin Whittall and Brent Marks in row 2. Spencer Bayston and Cy Lynch in row number 3. Row 4 consists of Anthony Macri and Ryan Smith. Row number 5 is Aaron Reutzel and Justin Peck. 6th row, Tyler Courtney and Logan Wagner. Row 7, Casey Kahne and Garrett Bard. Row number 8, Daison Pursley and Parker Price Miller. Row 9, Brad Sweet and Chase Dietz. Row number 10, Rico, Abreu and Doug Hammaker. Row 11 from the B main, Lucas Wolfe and Ashton Torgerson. Row 12, Brock Zearfoss and Brenham Crouch. And your 4 drivers utilizing a provisional, whether with Kubota, Highland Racing, or Port Royal Speedway: Chase Randall, Gerard McIntyre, Danny Sams, and Jeff Halligan. On the backstretch, the Highland Racing HendrickCars.com pace truck will pull into the infield along with the Port Royal Speedway pace truck. Chalk stripe in turn 4 is where they will get on the throttle. Port Royal Speedway, we got them racked. We got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing up at turn number 4. We are green.
And night number 2 of the Bob Weikert Memorial is underway here at the Port Royal Speedway. Danny Dietrich, Lance Dewease drag race in the turns number 1 and 2. Dewease will set the pace down the backstretch.
Lance Dewease down the backstretch with the early race lead in the Barry Shearer number 12. They'll run the middle in turns 3 and 4. Dietrich back behind, running in 2nd. Brent Marks is in 3rd. And across the line, it looks like your 4th place car is going to be Cy Lynch at the completion of lap number 1.
Spencer Bayston also takes that 4th spot away from Lynch right at the line. Now look at Justin Peck, Justin Whittall, also right there. We got 5 cars battling for 4th, and we also got a battle for the runner-up spot.
Brent Marks takes it away from Danny Dietrich, so Brent Marks up to P2. Now begins his chase of Lance Dewease into turn number 1. Lance Dewease working right through the middle portion of the racetrack. Brent Marks right rear's plugged into the cushion off of turn number 2. Danny Dietrich running in that 3rd spot. The top 3 broken away from the rest of the field at this point in time, Earl.
This time by, we're going to have 22 laps to go. A long way to go here in this A main. Brent Marks is 1.3 seconds back of the leader of Lance Dewease. Dietrich still in 3rd, and how about it? Cy Lynch is in 4th as they're side by side for 5th right behind him.
Justin Whittall going to try and make the move on Spencer Bayston, racing for the top 5 position into turn number 3. Justin Whittall to the bottom. He'll take 5th away from the number 14 car off of turn number 4. Move Justin Whittall into the top 5.
Starting to work on a pretty solid run here. Lance Dewease can already see the tail end of the field as Ryan Smith looking to go underneath Justin Peck there in the 69K for 7th. Peck has a run now on Spencer Bayston.
Lance Dewease already on the same straightaway as the lap cars. Car going around at the back of the field. Brenham Crouch stops. Avoiding contact was Gerard McIntyre and Chase Randall. Nice avoidance by those two. And the caution flag waves with 5 laps completed. So Brenham Crouch, the Horizon Whiskey CJB Motorsports number 5, comes to a stop, transferred in through the B main, was running in 22nd position at the time of the spin. The drivers must either go inside or outside of that pick pint. Whichever lane they choose is where they will restart the upcoming start here. Looks like Dewease going to go to the top. That's going to move Marks down low. No games being played up front, it appears, Earl, as they come across the pick pint.
Yeah, no games really being played in the top 10. So restart coming with 5 laps in the book, 20 to go.
It's Dewease, Marks, Dietrich, Lynch, Whittall, top 5. Bayston, Peck, Smith, Wagner, Macri, the top 10 for the restart.
So the caution lights already out around the Speed Palace. We will come back to green and restart zone in turn 4. Your front row, Lance Dewease and Brent Marks. Dewease determines when the field goes. Here we go. We're back underway. What happens in turns number 1 and 2? Great start by LD. Dietrich peeks to the inside of Brent Marks, side by side in the turn 2. Ooh, they are close there. Now here comes a run by Brent Marks.
Brent Marks, huge head of steam down the backstretch. Where does he go with it? Going to try and follow Dewease to the bottom. Going to throw a slider at him to turn 3. New race leader off of turn number 4. Brent Marks takes the top spot. Lance Dewease tries to turn it back down to the inside. They go side by side across the line into turn number 1. Lance Dewease going to try and throw a slider on Brent Marks, but Marks will have the lead off of turn number 2.
Marks, your new leader here with 19 laps to go. Danny Dietrich still in 3rd, side by side behind him for 4th between Justin Whittall and Ryan Smith. Smith will take that spot at the line.
Ryan Smith slowly but surely making his way towards the front of the field on the inside of the racetrack. Now Dewease is abandoned the middle and starting to work the bottom on the inside of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2. Lance Dewease, we saw him go from 8th to 4th during the heat race, made a lot of moves down on the inside of the racetrack, and now trying to do that same thing to catch up to Brent Marks.
See what Lance Dewease can do, as still Marks rips the lip on the top. And huge slider right there by Logan Wagner to get by Justin Peck. Justin Peck turns it off the hill and drives it back by, this time by 16 laps to go.
A huge opportunity here for Brent Marks to try and make some ground up in the overall point standings with Kubota High Limit Racing. Last year, things did not go the way he was hoping for in the 4 races with High Limit here at Port Royal Speedway. Was outside the top 15 several times, had no speed to show for it. Can he get the job done on night number 2 of the Bob Weikert Memorial, this time by 15 laps to go for car number 19?
Brent Marks sits 4th in the point standings, was able to get a win a couple months ago down at the Texas Motor Speedway, but still Lance is only about 10 car lengths behind him, and right now, Chase, the leaders can start to see lap traffic in front of them.
Yeah, cars side by side up ahead of them with looks like the 45 of Jeff Halligan, the 24D of Danny Sams. A couple of cars right in the line of Brent Marks as well as the line of Lance Dewease. They're going to have to start making some moves here to try and figure out a way through lap traffic. Dewease that last time by 1.07 seconds behind your race leader.
As we would go double box, your leader Brent Marks on the left, and then we got a battle with Cy Lynch and Aaron Reutzel. That is for that 8th position. Reutzel trying to get that right rear hooked up on the top there off of corner number 4, but still smooth and straight right through the stick. But as I said, that was Cy Lynch. Now there goes Reutzel. He'll go right through the middle in turns 1 and 2.
Cy Lynch looking for his first top 10 finish of the season with Kubota High Limit Racing, currently running in that 9th spot after he got passed by Reutzel. Up front, though, it's Brent Marks trying to make his way through the lap traffic. He's gotten by Jeff Halligan. He's gotten by Danny Sams. Now working on Gerard McIntyre. All the while pulling away from Lance Dewease. That time by 1.4 seconds was the race lead.
Marks was able to put 2 lap cars in between him and Lance Dewease. Now here comes Justin Whittall. He'll try to go underneath Danny Dietrich to break into the podium spot. Oh! Dietrich tagged the wall there on the front straightaway. He'll lose another spot because there goes the 69K of Ryan Smith.
Ryan Smith and Justin Whittall might need a caution in this thing, and also right behind him, he's up on the top side of the racetrack. Justin Peck starting to get in the mix for that top 5 position. So if some of these guys at the middle portion of the top 10 get a caution here, they might be able to have something for your race leader, Brent Marks. As I say that, Lance Dewease closing back in, it appears.
10 laps to go. Justin Whittall and Ryan Smith still side by side for that 3rd spot. Ryan Smith moved right in front of Whittall. You can see Whittall had to check up there. Ryan Smith, can he get the dub here tonight? If he does, that would be his 3rd victory of the 2025 racing season.
Lance Dewease smooth and steady around the bottom of the racetrack, trying to close in on Brent Marks, who is in heavy lap traffic. That time got by Garrett Bard. Now working on a 2-car battle in front of him. Doug Hammaker in number 5 of Brenham Crouch. He's trying to find his way by. Cannot do so down the front stretch there. He goes nose to tail, Crouch into turn 1. The top lane opens, and that's going to allow the 19 to sneak by on the outside.
Brent Marks has a 1.1 second lead over Lance. Made a beautiful move right there off of turn number 2 to put the 2 lappers in between him and Lance Dewease. Once again, this time by Chase, we're going to have 7 laps to go.
Justin Peck trying to crack into the top 10. He looks to the outside of Danny Dietrich off of turn number 4, the 26 and the 29. 26 barely threaded the needle between the wall and the outside tire there of Danny Dietrich. Moved Justin Peck into the top 5, and now working on Justin Whittall. Peck's car coming to life late in the stage of this one. This time by 6 laps to go.
Justin Peck has Whittall right in front of him. He'll look to the inside, makes a good corner off of corner number 4. They're still side by side. 6 laps to go. The closing stages here in the Bob Weikert Memorial, night number 2. Peck rips to lip off of corner number 2, and yes, he will make that pass around Justin Whittall.
Justin Peck now up to 4th, move Whittall back to 5th. Then it's Danny Dietrich. Back behind him, you got Logan Wagner, Aaron Reutzel, Parker Price Miller now to the top 10. The Indy Race Parts number 71 looking underneath of Aaron Reutzel for the 9th spot down the front stretch. Cannot make the pass, but PPM's up into the top 10.
Logan Wagner also starting to make some noise as he as well as Justin Whittall right in front of him. Logan Wagner looking to crack the top 5. Closing stages here right now. Lance Dewease starting to close in on Brent Marks once again for the lead.
He certainly is. That time by 1.2 seconds as Marks makes his way by another couple of lap cars. That being Brenham Crouch and number 9 arm Chase Randall up ahead. He's got Daison, Pursley, and Brad Sweet in his sights as well. Sweet running 19th at this point in time. About to go lap down to your race leader.
What does Lance Dewease do with these slower cars? Is Randall up high, and he'll also try to get by Brenham Crouch. He needs to get by the 5 car to try to close in on Brent Marks, but this time by, they're going to see the twin sticks in the air.
2 laps to go. Lance Dewease trying to make something happen here late in the going. Marks not able to get by Daison Pursley. That time by, it's under a second to race lead. Lance Dewease around the bottom, Marks to the top. He'll get by the slower car, but Lance Dewease closed the gap significantly the last time by.
No doubt about it. They're going to see the white flag this time by. Lance Dewease now is going to be blocked by the slower car off of corner number 4. Final time around. Brent Marks has a pretty big lead right now as Lance having trouble getting through lap traffic. He'll head down the back straightaway for the final time.
Brent Marks heading towards 3 and 4 with his championship rival up ahead with Brad Sweet to the outside. He'll hit the cushion one final time off of turn number 4. Night 2 of the Bob Weikert goes to Brent Marks. Second will be Lance Dewease. Third will go to Ryan Smith. Fourth to Justin Peck, and fifth will be the 55 Logan Wagner. Great run up through the field to finish inside the top 5. Your race winner for the second time in 2025. It's Brent Marks with the win. Lance Dewease second, Ryan Smith third, fourth goes to Justin Peck, and fifth goes to Logan Wagner. Aaron Reutzel 6th, 7th goes to Danny Dietrich, 8th to Anthony Macri, 9th to Tyler Courtney, and 10th will be Justin Whittall. 11th goes to Parker Price Miller, 12th to Chase Dietz, 13th Lynch, 14th Rico Abreu, 15th to Brock Zearfoss, 16th to Spencer Bayston, 17th Lucas Wolfe, 18th Ashton Torgerson, 19th Brad Sweet, and 20th will be Daison Pursley. With Brenham Crouch, Chase Randall, Casey Kahne, Danny Sams, Gerard McIntyre, Doug Hammaker, Garrett Bard, and Jeff Halligan rounding out the field on night 2 of the Bob Weikert Memorial. The McGrewBid.com M&M Painting and Construction Machine. He'll climb out of the race car in just a moment. He's going to get the Hoosier Tire neckband. He's going to get the Kubota Highland Racing Victory Lane hat and the Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag. Congratulations coming in from Car Chief Heath Moyle. Need a little bottle of water after a non-stopper like that. There's the Hoosier Tire neckband. There's the Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag. How about your winner tonight, Brent Marks? Gets it done on night 2 of the Bob Weikert Memorial. Let's go downstairs to Tony Laporta.
Brent Marks with his second victory in 2025 with Kubota Highland Racing, but something tells me this one's going to be a little bit sweeter as he gets it done in his home state of Pennsylvania. Depends on when you ask him. Sometimes he'll tell you he's posse, but this year he's a high roller, and it's his second trip to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane this season. Man, on that restart, the only yellow we had of the race with 5 laps in, once we went back to green, you got shot out of a cannon. What did you like so much about your race car, and what about this number 19 allowed you to make the moves you did right off the go?
Man, the car just had so much stick and so much drive. It was a lot of fun to drive, and felt really good there just from the very get-go, and felt like we were a little bit better than Lance, just inching up on him there, and was kind of waiting for some lap traffic to come into play. But we had that restart, and just knowing that Lance was going to go more like to the bottom in 1 and 2, it kind of left me that lane around the top, and I felt comfortable enough just to stick it up against the wall and build that momentum, and it worked out. So when I passed him down here in 3 and 4, I think it was a little close, but we were just going for the lead there, and love racing with Lance. He's I looked up to him growing up, so just awesome to race him for another win.
How good was this racetrack tonight for 25 laps?
Honestly, it turned out really good. I don't know how it looked throughout the field, but I was committed to making the top work because I felt like I had enough stick to be able to do that without messing up against the wall. And but just watching some lap cars in front of me, it looked like the race was good, whether you're down low in the middle or wherever. But I was just able to build so much momentum, and I would have been dumb to get off of it, unless somebody started showing their nose. But just really proud of this Murray Marks Motorsports team. They've worked their butts off to give me the best car that they possibly can, and we've had a good year, but we haven't really been up to where our standards are. And and this win just feels great. So, so I'm just really proud of them. So can't thank Alan Murray, his family enough, M&M Painting and Construction, McGrewBid.com, Babs Paint, Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel, Livewire Customs, Off-Road Motorsports, Cryptic Side by Side. Just everybody that's involved in this race team, I'm just very thankful for them.
You picked up 20 grand tonight, but tomorrow night, a historic, a monumental, some would even say a surprising six-figure payday back in your home state at one of your tracks. How important is tomorrow going to be?
I mean, it is. It's important. You know, it's the biggest paying race in the history of Pennsylvania, so that's awesome. And you know, Port Royal deserves a race like that. I'm just really proud of this racetrack for what they've built over the years, and from when I first started racing sprint cars to now, it's night and day. So thank you to them. Thank you to the Weikert family. So thankful for them, and just so proud to be able to compete in races like this and have an opportunity to win races. So. You know, I feel like we got a good enough car that we can compete for that win tomorrow, but it's all about positioning yourself. We just got to get ourselves in the right position and go out there and do our best. So I'm looking forward to it.
And then finally, as a high roller here in 2025, anytime a full-timer with Kubota High Limit Racing stands in Whiskey Myers Victory Lane, you get to send $1,000 of an Angel Donor's money to any charity you want to support. With your victory here tonight, what charity are you supporting?
We're going to keep it local, so Central PA Down Syndrome Awareness Group. So I've donated, or I've said that in the past, and you know, they've had our wins donated to them. So I'm just very thankful that we even have this opportunity to be able to help organizations such as that.
Right behind you, Jake Ingram's going to come in with the brand new Chasm Safety Technologies win box. Brent Marks will pick up the golden ticket. He'll have a couple other goodies in there, as well as the Chasm Safety Technologies win sticker. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for Brent Marks, your feature victor here tonight. I'm very happy now to be joined by Sandy Klein, who does something very, very cool, the Warrior Award. This is going to be a chip that is pulled out of a bag. These have numbers on them from 7th on back to 28th, and the number that she just drew, that finishing position driver, makes an extra, what, $1,000?
Yes.
Sandy Klein, the number 17 place finisher. I don't have my running order in front of me. Lucas Wolfe makes an extra $1,000. Sandy Klein, what's that?
He's won it before.
Hey, you know what? Extra $1,000, not a bad deal. Sandy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sandy Klein, how about a big round of applause for her? And one more time, Brent Marks scoring the victory here tonight. We're going to bring in the 50-50 raffle now. Your feature winner's going to pull the winning 50-50 ticket here. So, what's the total, sir?
$5,617.
$5,617 for a purple ticket, 581-405. Again, winning ticket number 581-405. Port Royal Speedway, he can hear you. Let's make some noise for Brent Marks. And the Fulkins Brothers Trucking folks will come in now to present Brett with his preliminary night trophy here from the Bob Weikert Memorial. Thanks to Fulkins Brothers Trucking for stepping up and supporting this event once again in 2025. And what an awesome trophy they'll race for tomorrow night, Chase. The Bulls heads, one going to the winning driver, one going to the winning car owner. But tonight's trophy, not too bad either, with the Weikert Livestock and the Fulkins Brothers 18-wheeler tractor trailers on them. Very, very cool addition to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane down here. But I know we've got some other award winners you need to tell us about.
We certainly do. First off, we'll talk about the Rod and Supply Hard Charger in tonight's main event, which also got some extra money here from Port Royal Speedway as well. It's Brock Zearfoss. He went 23rd to 15th in the main event, +8, so he is the Rod and Supply Hard Charger. Also need to talk about our Race Routine Foundation Rookie of the Race, and that was Cy Lynch, 13th place in the main event tonight. So Cy Lynch, the Race Routine Foundation Rookie of the Race. And our Jake's Golf Cart's fastest lap of the race went to Lance Dewease. He ran an 18.257 on lap number 2 to secure that Jake's Golf Cart's fastest lap. And now, Tony, you're standing by with Lance Dewease.
I've got our Jake's Golf Cart's fastest lap award-winning driver, Lance Dewease, but something tells me you're not too worried about that honor. You started second, you finished second. What more did you need from your race car tonight?
Well, I kind of knew from the first couple laps I wasn't going to be as good late as I normally like to be. And, yeah, we kind of just was hanging on there, I felt like, for a while. And when Brent got by me, I changed my line a little bit and kind of could keep pace a little bit with him, but he got away there. But once we got in lap cars, he kind of lost his momentum because he can't knock the wall down then. And we kind of could maintain, but we still needed some help to get there. But we'll be better tomorrow. We'll have our better of the tracks like this. You know, we've been gaining on. You know, the whole team's been working hard. Jeremy Schreiner's come aboard this year, really helped take a lot of load off me. And, you know, just everybody's been working really hard. And this first night, I felt like we put the whole night together. We've been pretty fast all year, but we've struggled during heat races. So all in all, I'll take this night.
Lance Dewease so close to his first ever national touring victory at the Port Royal Speedway, a facility he has dominated for so very long. He tells us he'll be better tomorrow. You know what, guys? I believe him. Now checking in with our third place finisher. Quite the day at the office here. Ryan Smith going 8th to 3rd. Anytime we get to check in with the team and the driver, the Kreitz Racing 69K, it's a good night. 8th to 3rd. What was your night like behind the wheel of the 69K?
Well, if we could have timed better, not have to start 5th in the heat race, it would have been a better night. But all in all, 5th to 1st, started 8th, run 3rd. I mean, it was a great night for us. Luckily, we had that restart there. The first start, I kind of was pounding around the middle and around the bottom there, and just wasn't going anywhere. And I lined up on the inside there for that restart, and they actually left me a lane down there and was able to cruise right around. But then I got going there pretty good there throughout the rest of the race. I got playing around the lap traffic, and you know, we were just a tick off, but all in all, I mean, 8th to 3rd here with these guys is pretty awesome. These guys gave me a hell of a race car to drive here tonight, and pretty cool. All the fans come out, you know, on this cold night. Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
That's Ryan Smith getting it done in the 3rd position. He did a great job. He probably should take my job. He highlighted already, went 5th to 1st in the heat race, 8th to 3rd tonight. Ryan Smith and this Kreitz Racing 69K looked very, very good every time they went out on to the half-mile Port Royal Speedway. Lance Dewease comes home 2nd, but while Brent Marks shot out of a cannon on that lap 5, or sorry, yeah, that lap 5 restart once we got everybody going again. Steve Steinley, Steve O'Neill, the rest of the staff here at Port Royal Speedway, guys, I think they provided a fantastic surface here tonight for the Saturday portion of the Bob Weikert Memorial.